Welcome to Author's Ideas, a production of JR Global, an MJR production. This series is based on the recent Oxford University Press published book, Global Business in the Age of Destruction and Distraction. As a part of their Global Business series, Gaurav Rastogi joins J.R. Klein and Mahesh Joshi in examining and exploring the disruptive nature of today's world, and introduces ideas for learning how to cope with disruption and remain relevant. Here is your host, J.R. Klein.
We've titled this episode as The Dance of Disruption. Here we'll begin some thinking about this interaction between technology and culture. What seems to be a new and revelatory statement that technology is the cause of the distraction and disruption and excitingly evolving world may be somewhat myopic. The relationship between human beings, culture, and technology have been interwoven since the first caveman picked up a rock. Humans have always been imaginative, and a review of science fiction writing will provide a taste of that concept. In today's genre, half-human, half-machine cyber organisms represent an imagined state where the line between biology and technology no longer exists. It sees a future where chips in the head and chips in the hand will make human robots. Yet that imagination has materialized in the introduction and adoption of artificial hips and knee joints, prosthetic limbs that are increasingly more human, and nanotechnologies and chips routinely help human bodies work better. Though imaginative fiction may seem unattainable and fantasy at its peak, reality represents an unimaginable evolutionary relationship between humans and technology. The blinding flash of the obvious here is that humans have always evolved with technology. The fact is evident in the way that cultures have changed. It also is evidence of the success of the human race to be inventive and adaptive to change. Their imagination, their imaginative nature has helped to evolve their ability, develop tools, reinvent themselves. In a way, humans are already cyborgs through their adaptation and co-evolution with technology. Science points to an underlying rhythm and balance between humans and technology relationships. At one point, need drove the evolution of opposable thumbs, standing upright, and a bodily change in vocal cords that led to the development of language. These physical technologies drove external change. Mastery of fire, tools, and the wheel all evoked an evolution in culture. The process has taken thousands of generations to be commonly acknowledged as valid. For millenniums, humans and technology were co-evolving and experienced stable periods of growth and success as the human civilization grew dominant. The prehistoric and historic records of human co-evolution with technology has afforded humans and cultures substantial blocks of time to gradually adapt and settle in. At one point, the process reached a tipping point, a paradigm shift that dramatically increased momentum of technology and decreased the time for culture to adapt. The Industrial Revolution, with its development of steam power, standardized parts, and the assembly line, initiated a technological movement that has intensified technology's innovation and disruptive effect. The equation has become more complex and the solution much more difficult. Technology is outpacing the ability of culture to adapt to those changes. Just as humans could not rely on genetic evolution to enable the adaptation of tech changes, cultures must learn how to be flexible and flexibly adapt to technology, designated as disruptive, and recalibrate to evolve mastery of it. As culture struggles to respond to technology while technology continues to accelerate, the challenge becomes to identify the juxtaposition of humanity, culture, and technology. Next time, we're going to think about this idea of the inevitability of change.
Thank you for listening. If you are interested in more of the author's ideas, look for their Oxford University Press published books on global business, wherever books are sold. If you are interested in contacting the authors, they can be reached at info@jrglobal.co.